If you're like most students, you are studying for your math test the wrong way. As a matter of fact, 83.6% of students are studying wrong. But what if I told you that there's an easier, smarter way to study and ace your next math test? That's where ChatGPT comes in, but only if you know how to use it the right way. Now, I spent the last several days figuring out what the very best strategies are for studying for your math test. Now, I also have a great bonus tip for you at the end that's going to tie all of these together. We're ready for strategy number 1, active recall. Let's say that you've got an exam coming up in your Intro to Stats class and it's over a bunch of vocabulary. So I'm here in my textbook. I want to study all of these keywords. So I'm just going to highlight that section so I can copy it and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT. I'm going to do a Control-C. Yours might be a Command-C if you're on a Mac, and then over to ChatGPT. Now I'm in the free version of ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it to create some flashcards from my textbook. So create a set of flashcard question and answers to help me study for my upcoming stats exam on the vocabulary. In this section, looks like I spelled vocabulary wrong, of the textbook. Okay, I'm going to do a Shift Enter just to get down one row, and then let's do a Control V to paste, and then Enter. Okay, so it's going to create some question and answers for me. Let me just hit the down arrow here to get to the bottom so we can look at them. Almost done. Gosh, these are looking really, really good. And there's a couple of things that I can do from here. Now, I could absolutely just write these on paper flashcards, but what I really want to do is to put these into digital flashcards. Either way, I'd really like the answer portions to be shorter. So I'm just going to say, can you make the question, I'll just do both, the question and answer shorter, but keep the same list. Much better. Now I'm going to take this list and I'm going to put it into Quizlet to create flashcards. You could also use Anki, but we would need a different format, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So we want to just copy all of these. So let me hit the copy button and then go over into Quizlet. I'm also in the free version of Quizlet, but I can absolutely make the flashcards. I'm going to hit the plus sign, and then I want to create a flashcard set. I want to generate it from an upload, but I just copied the list. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in. Now you could have pasted your notes here, but the thing that I really like about doing this via ChatGPT is I can do all of my refining with ChatGPT doing the work for me. Okay, I do not need this little last bit. Let me know if there are any tweaks. And then I also don't need this first bit. Let me get rid of those so I don't end up with some funky flashcards. Okay, let's hit generate. It's a great idea to get the Quizlet app, which you can also get for free, and go back and practice these. I do not want to save this to a folder. Let me hit X here, and I've got my flashcards. So this is what's a population, it's the entire group of a study, and I've got all of these here, which is amazing. Could also put this into another very popular, also free flashcard program called Anki. Let me go back here. To get it into Anki, you want it into a 2-column like table format. So I'm just going to say keep these same question and answers, but put them into a 2-column format. And that's going to give me the correct format so I can copy and paste this into Anki. Our next strategy is spaced repetition, and this really means that you're not cramming and studying all at once. And ChatGPT can also help you here. So I'm back here in ChatGPT and I'm signed in, which means that I can go back and recall some of the things that I've asked. I can get to my previous prompts, practice questions, and everything by clicking on the open sidebar. That will bring up anything that I've done before, and I can go right back to those questions and review them again. Strategy number 3 is the most important strategy when you're studying for something like math, and this is apply and practice, where ChatGPT is a huge, huge help. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and let's say that we're practicing something like factoring. I can ask ChatGPT not just to solve factoring questions for me, but to give me practice questions. And I'm going to use this prompt. I am practicing factoring questions like, and I'm just going to type one out of my notes or out of my homework. Let's do x squared plus 5 x plus 4. Can you give me some practice problems that are similar? And then sure enough, it creates a bunch of practice problems. Now, ChatGPT is so good at not just giving me practice problems. It will of course also give me the answers, and it will help if I'm stuck on one. But this is not just a practice test, it is interactive. So say you're stuck on question number 9, you can ask it for a hint. Best study partner ever. And then it gives you that hint, and then you can continue working on it. We're almost to that bonus tip, but we've got one more strategy, and this one is prepare in multiple ways. I can continue to build on the factoring practice that I just got from ChatGPT. Let's ask it for more of a variety. I'm going to give it all of the topics that I'm studying. And then I'm also going to ask it for a variety of question types in a practice test. Let's hit enter and see what it comes up with. Now I gave it all the kinds of factoring that I need to know for my exam, but I really want a variety of question types. So I'm going to be more specific. I'm going to say, can you give me multiple choice answers that I write and solve, and true false, plus some to check that have been factored but may be wrong. You can get ideas from your homework or from your notes, from class. Let's see what it looks like. So now I've got some multiple choice, I've got some that I've got to solve, I've got some true or false questions, and I've got some mistakes to fix. This is a great way to get some variety in your practice. We can of course ask it for hints, but a key would be super helpful. Can you give me a key? And then it's going to give me each of those answers. Now remember that we're logged in here, so if we do log out and come back in, I can go right back to this question set so I can practice that spaced repetition. Now I promised a bonus tip, so let's get right to that bonus tip. There's 2 things that I want to show you on the phone. Okay, maybe 3. First is that I've got the ChatGPT app here with the same sign-in. I've got my Quizlet app here, also free with my same sign-in. But watch what else I can do with ChatGPT. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And I'm going to click on this plus sign right here, and it gives me the option to take a photo. Now on the free version, it's super limited, but it's still pretty great. I'm going to take a photo of my notes. So I'm going to take a photo there. And once I've got that uploaded, I can ask it to create some practice problems. And then it was able to read my handwriting and create some practice problems directly from my notes. You can also do this in Google. So here I am in Google. I'm going to take a photo of my notes here, say allow, continue, and take a photo. My photo wasn't as great there. And then I'm going to choose homework. So it says it looks like you're trying to factor this trinomial, and then it gives me some helpful information along with some steps. Let me know how you use AI to study. Good luck on that next test. You got this.